going to be using a specific method to play this game. I was going to play the PC version of South Park because it turns out there was a PC version, but it was going to be a bit of a mess to play because it doesn't work on Windows 7. So I was going to try a virtual machine, but I couldn't get it to work on that either. So I just went fuck it and play the N64 version instead. But I'm going to be using a specific tool so that I can play it with a mouse and keyboard, so it should be kinda like the PC experience, just with slightly degraded graphics and sound. And the look spring, which is kind of annoying, but it should be very playable. I had a little bit of issues getting it running earlier, but I managed to figure out most of the problems. Right, there we go. So, who here is familiar with South Park? More importantly, who likes South Park? Oh, that's right, I need to turn the volume down. Fuck. I think I'm going to have to stop that for just a second because it's going to be really loud, because every time I load a new game, this program gets really loud for some reason, like it goes back to max volume. I have to turn it down before I actually do that. There we go. So, who here likes South Park? Because I know it's something you either like or you hate. Me personally, I love South Park. I think it's one of the smartest animated shows that anybody's ever made, really much. Pretty much.
What the? Dude, this is pretty up right here.
And this was like the
Oh
first.
my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
Oh, let me get rid of that mouse cursor, hang on a sec. We get rid of that mouse cursor while you watch this little intro thing, so let me just deal with that real fast.
I'm going down south, I'm gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down south.
Oops.
From the deep reaches of
Yeah, just a second. It's kind of hard to describe, but because of the way the game's working right now, I accidentally skipped that. So give me 1 second, I need to turn the mouse cursor off because that's getting annoying. And then I'll play that intro one more time. So sorry if I sound a little bit all over the place, it's kind of been difficult trying to get this to work. But we're about to play it shortly, so bear with me. Technical difficulties is the best part of streaming, isn't it? When you're trying to get things working and it just will not work. Also, I've noticed that sometimes the emulator resets for some reason, but hopefully it won't do that while we're playing it. I think it was because I pressed a certain button that it kept looping a reset function. Because I was trying to mess about with it earlier to get it to work, but it seems to be working other than that. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh fuck. That's nice and loud in fucking left ear. Right ear. Actually, I don't even know. The headphones are on, right? Yeah, right ear. So yeah, once again, sorry for the technical issues, but I think it's all good now. I will say, actually, that the intro being recreated with graphics actually doesn't look too bad.
from the deep reaches of space, a horror approaches.
And then you get this.
Once in a great while, the malevolent forces of a universe combine to form a force of evil so concentrated, so pure, that no bastion of goodness and decency can stand against it.
Is that the movie trailer guy?
The universe toward its destination, the planet Earth. The town to be victimized, South Park, Colorado. A quaint little town nestled in the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Where better to terrorize good and decent folk? Yeah, right.
I can't tell if that's the movie trailer guy or if that's just like a sound-alike, but it sounds pretty good. So this is South Park. First thing I'm going to do is... hang on a second. Try loading this. There we go. So I had to load something to get this to work. I had to load a pre-saved state to make sure that all the settings were correct. Is South Park in Colorado? Yes, it is. So this game came out, I think, during the early second season, but it's mostly based off of the first season, so if you've watched the first season, you'll know what to expect. But yeah, I thought this show is... I think the show is really clever and really funny, and even like the first season, well, as dated as it is actually quite funny at times. Let's see, start.
Sweet.
So you get to pick as one of 4 characters, obviously the 4 main kids.
Hey, what's happening? Whoa, dude, I'm good.
I don't know about you guys, but because of the recent seasons, like the last several seasons, it kind of feels like that Stan is the main character because they kind of focus more on him and his struggles than any other character.
Dude, this is great.
So I'm going to start with him.
Time for total annihilation.
I think you can pick a character for each stage, so we'll get a chance to play all of them. Right, episode 1, stage 1, Turkey Butt. Operation Turkey Butt, sorry. Find your friends and go and enjoy the Renaissance Fair. Let's start.
Hello, children. Did you hear the news?
What news?
A big comet is headed our way. It's gonna cross paths with the Earth, and when it does, all kind of crazy, spooky stuff is gonna happen.
Spooky like how?
Spooky like you better get your asses indoors, children. I'm not kidding. Our lives are in danger.
What the hell is that about? Man, Chef is weird.
Hi, Chad.
Can't
And
go on without finding the others first.
I was going to say something. What was it? Yeah. Oh, hang on a second.
Frying tonight.
I'm going to pause that real quick. Okay, this is going to be... Actually, you guys okay with that black bit at the top there? I don't know if I can fix that. Hang on, let me try to fix it. This might take a second. Didn't realise there was a big black bar at the top of that, but I can adjust this. That should be... Yeah, that works better. Just making sure this is... There we go. So, welcome to South Park, which came out in 1999. I think the TV show aired in... It was either early 1999 or it was late 1998, I think. So they're pretty quick to bring this out. So technically it's a licensed game, but as far as licensed games go, it's not the worst. It's not amazing either, but I've had fond memories of renting this game out. So your first objective is to find your 4 friends, which is not too hard because they're all in the same area.
Evil turkey die.
And your second objective is get to the goal while fighting mutant turkeys, which is actually based off of a season 1 episode, which I can't remember the name of, but it's about...
I'm so mad at
I think it's a Thanksgiving episode,
you. Frying tonight.
where some character sort of genetically engineers clone turkeys and they end up becoming evil, and they just start wrecking shit in town.
Cool, dude.
So yeah, if you've never seen South Park and that sounds insane to you, that's only like a small bit of South Park. Also, I like the attention to detail. Like, this is an actual location from the show. In fact, a lot of the buildings are, like, Jimbo's guns. Also, I'm using a mouse and keyboard thing on the N64 emulator, so it works, but it's a little bit finicky sometimes. But it mostly works. Sushi bar. I think there's a place called Tom's Rhinoplasty as well. There's the post office. And I think some of the houses are modelled after like the houses that belong to the kids. I don't know which is which again. I'm gonna assume that this house is Kyle's because he's standing right there.
It's about time you
So,
made it.
South Park is foggier than you remember. Yeah, that's one of the problems with N64 games. They didn't have amazing draw distance. So to compensate for that, they kind of put like fog in front of everything. Turok did that as well. And there's the school. Right, we've got all the characters now, and there's the Renaissance Fair. and everybody's just running away from the turkeys. So for a good chunk of the first level, you only get the snowball weapon, which is infinite ammo, but all the turkeys die in one hit. But there is a secondary fire mode, so let me show you that. I think you press this button. Yeah, so look at the snowball at the bottom corner. You see it's white, and now you see it's changed colour. Take 3 guesses what you think that means. Yep, that's your alt fire. It takes a while to charge it up, but it does, like, I think 2 to 3 times damage. That's South Park for you. But again, they all die in one hit with the white snowball, so we're just going to go back to that. So from what I can recall, the weapons in this game are kind of like toy-based because they're like kids. So I think the next one you get is Dodgeball, and then eventually you get something like a Nerf gun that rapid fires like sponge darts. But then you get some crazy weapons toward the end of the game, so I can't wait to get to those ones. Some of the weapons are nice, like callbacks to like the TV show as well. I like this game's music actually. The game's pretty. The game's soundtrack is actually not too bad for like MIDI. It's definitely got South Park feel to it. I'm gonna go down this slope so I can get to these guys there.
Stupid turkey.
So is the game looking fine on the stream, and is the volume levels okay?
Cool, dude.
I think you can jump in this game. Yeah, you can jump actually.
Brian tonight.
So has anybody ever seen the South Park episode that this is loosely based off of?
Turkey died.
With evil mutant turkeys? Because that episode was pretty good. In fact, a lot of season 1, like, a lot of people think season 1 isn't that good. Like, yeah, it hasn't really held up as well as some of the current stuff, but for the time it was actually really pretty funny. Hang on a second, I've got a bit of an issue here. Okay, there we go. One of the funniest parts of that turkey episode was when there was like a huge bunch of turkeys that were getting ready to invade the town, and then you see like a parody of what's that film called? I can't remember that film, but it's like, God, the names escape me. But if you've seen the episode, you'll know what it is. Can somebody tell me what it's called again? The parody of that film that they sort of do there that's actually kind of funny. Braveheart, that's it. For some reason I was thinking the Highlander, but I knew it wasn't Highlander because that's an entirely different thing. There's the dodgeballs.
Die, evil turkey, die.
But I'm going to switch back to... Where did I switch back? Oh, there we go. It's Braveheart, yeah, you're right. I'm going to save the dodgeballs because they do more damage, so I'm going to save them for enemies that take more than one hit to die.
Stupid turkey.
This game was on N64, PS1 and PC. I only recently found out about the PC one, but I couldn't get it to work. Even though I tried to use like a virtual machine to get it to run, it just would not run at all. I heard that the PS1 version is actually really, really bad. Like, that they kind of took the N64 version and tried to sort of... I wouldn't say butcher, but they tried to sort of squeeze everything into it, and it didn't really turn out that well. But yeah, they did the parody of, like, Braveheart, and I think it was Chef that was on horseback, sort of giving his big speech while he's got like the Scottish symbol painted on his face. Like rallying up the people in the town, getting ready for the big fight. And then on the opposite side of the city you see like all the turkeys, and one turkey with like the Scottish paint face stuff, sort of also doing a speech, but he was doing it in like the chicken voice, the turkey voice. I thought that was kind of hilarious actually. So I don't think these animals can actually hurt you, but you can just kill them if you want. So I'm playing this on the N64 emulator, but I'm using a special version of the emulator which has got mouse and keyboard controls. It's designed to be used with GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, but it can also work with South Park if you do some tweaks. So the only downside to this is that there's the look spring. Like if you don't move the mouse, like if you move the mouse up and then you let go, it kind of recenters to the middle. But yeah, I can kind of live with it. The game will have more enemies, we just start off with a whole bunch of turkeys first. I was thinking about streaming GoldenEye using that emulator, but I think I'm going to wait until I get better internet for that. Because it also gives you 60 FPS. Because the game kind of improves the frame rate on that game and Perfect Dark, I think. It doesn't seem to work with South Park though. South Park's still locked at 30. It's not really designed to up the frame rate on this one. But the mouse and keyboard controls still work. But there we go, there's the end of the level. There's Chef's house apparently. It's been a really long time since I've played this game. Like, this used to be a rental for me. Innocent creatures needlessly KO'd. 2. It is 2. I thought I killed 3. The bear, the goat, and the deer. Yeah, okay then. Right, next level. New multiplayer character available, Mr. Mackey. Code cheating is bad. Cheating is bad, okay. Can't really do Mr. Mackey or any voice for that matter. Save. Yeah, the menu's kind of finicky because of how the controls are set up, but I got it eventually. I think you can turn subtitles on? Yeah, there it is. So I think we're about to go into another cutscene so you can actually read what they're saying if you can't hear it. Is that say? Chef's Shack of Love.
Chef, you're right. The comet is doing crazy, spooky things. We're being invaded by mutant turkeys.
I know, children. I saw it in the news. Those mutant turkeys are being led by bigger turkeys. Every now and then, the big turkeys lay eggs and hatch little turkeys. You're going to take out the big turkeys, and the rest won't be much of a problem. But if you really want to put an end to these turkey bastards, you've got to follow them back to their source. Got it?
Got it. You can count on me, Chef. The future of our civilization is in my hands.
Oh, crap.
So if you didn't catch that there, we need to find the giant turkeys that are creating the smaller turkeys, and then we've got to find the source of where they're all coming from.
Dude, that really hurt.
So I think this stage introduces a mechanic that's used for the rest of the game, where the big turkeys create the little turkeys, and you have to destroy all the big turkeys before you reach the end of the level, otherwise something bad happens. I'm not going to say what in case it does happen. But they kind of repeat this sort of idea for the rest of the game with other enemies.
Stupid turkey. Die, evil turkey, die.
But yeah, the first couple of stages doesn't have that much in enemy variety, it's just the small turkeys and then the big turkeys, and then I think that's it. I think we're going to get our next weapon shortly, so let's keep moving. The area is kind of big and empty, but there's arrow posts to kind of point you in the right direction, thankfully. Otherwise I'd be turned around so much. Hi MSP. Can I walk up this? Oh, okay then, I didn't think I could walk up there. There's the big turkey.
Cool, dude. Cool.
So you need to defeat those things.
Frying tonight.
When his health gets down to about 25%, he starts to run toward the start of the level. You basically need to destroy him before that happens. There we go. If he gets to the start of the level and he's not dead yet, he basically escapes. And if he escapes, then something happens post-level. Again, I'm not going to tell you what that is, but we'll get to that when it happens. So I think it will happen at some point, but probably not here. Yeah, because it looks like it's charging at me, but actually the AI is just running away from me. But away is in the opposite direction, which I was blocking, so...
Cheesy.
Picked up some health. Cyber Turkey, yep. And yeah, I'm playing South Park. I've thought about playing Stick of Truth. I think that might be a fun game to play at some point. Because I've never actually properly played that. I played a little bit of it, but it was on my old PC and it didn't really run that well, so I didn't really play it that much. But I know that the new South Park game is coming out soon, so I'm thinking maybe I should get to Stick of Truth before then. The new South Park is either coming out at the end of this year or sometime next year, I'm not sure. I think they'll clarify that at E3. So we're going to be stuck with Stan for a while, but I think after we beat the first world boss, we get to pick another character. Or after we get a game over, I guess, which hopefully that won't happen too soon. Even though this game's got an annoying look spring, fortunately it's a console design game, so most enemies will be in front of you and not above. That might change later, but I don't think it'll be too bad. Not quite sure where I'm going here. Oh. Oh wait, they're that way. I think. Oh yeah, there is.
Cool, dude. Cool. Stupid turkey.
There we go. Was this the right way? I thought this was going backwards. Yeah, it's going backwards. The arrows tell me to go this way. See, this was a problem with some old FPS games. If it didn't have a map screen, you get turned around quite easily. It wasn't really a problem with GoldenEye or Perfect Dark, because those games kind of funneled you through. This game has a couple of like open parts where you can sort of get a little bit lost and not sure where to go. There we go. So like I said the last time I streamed, I haven't watched South Park, like the last few seasons of South Park, and I heard that like the most recent season is very hit and miss. But I'll need to catch up with those. I don't know when the next season's coming out, season 21.
Stupid turkey.
But I still love the show.
Attention. Dude, this is great. Attention.
I think I had the door open this way. Yeah. Go for the first cavern area. Oh.
Back off.
Is there even anything in here? I don't think there is. I think the point of this was just to... Oh wait, is there weapons and shit? I don't see any health, or is that invisible? Peter's going to be mad about this stream. Yeah, I was thinking of making a Peter joke, but I think it writes itself. I mean, South Park's made fun of Peter before. Probably more than once.
That does it. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if the health pickups are actually invisible or if that was just something that was hidden there, because I haven't seen any health pickups since I've started. Okay, I think the pickups are not appearing, so... Give me 1 second. Actually, you know what? We're going to continue. I'll look into the pickup problem after I finish this stage. Oh. Okay, that was weird. It went slow there for some reason, but it's fine now. Oh fuck, it did that reset thing. I knew it was going to happen. I was running into this issue earlier. I might have to redo this from the from scratch in a second. Oh, that's right, I've got a saved game. Right, that's good. We don't have to start from the first level. Save state. Right, okay, that works. Right, before we start, let me fix something on the stream there. Oh, sorry about the issues there, I didn't realise that was going to happen. Right, I believe we are good to go now. You hear me pressing that button and nothing's happening? Oh, there we go. Right, well at least the power-ups are showing up now. Oh, hang on a second. Right, if you're wondering what that is, that's the start of the level. And that's where the enemies tend to run towards if they're low in health. So I need to stop them from getting to that. Okay, right, we should be good now. I think you need to play that cutscene. Oh, there we go. So sorry about that, we should be fine now. I'm gonna make a quick save state there. I'll be making little save states throughout this, just in case anything bad happens. One final adjustment, I see the picture's slightly cropped there. Okay, there we go. We are now good to go. So I don't know if the random reset issue is going to be persistent, but I did fix the graphic issue of the power-ups not appearing. So I should be able to see health and weapon and ammo stuff appear on the screen now. The default graphics setting didn't really show that for some reason. But it should be okay now. Sadly, we need to play about 5 minutes of this again to get back to where we just were. How many big turkeys did we destroy? 3? I noticed that the radar looks a little bit messed up, but I don't care. As long as the game's working and I can see what I need to see. It's good to hear that you're having a nice afternoon. My afternoon's been mostly chill, except for the fact that it's just really hot today, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's one big turkey. 2 more before we get back to where we just were. There's the second.
Dude, this is great. Cool, dude.
Yeah, it's the second one. So I'm just going to try to go through this as quickly as possible now that I know where I'm going. So you'd think you could just run through all the turkeys, but I think you have to destroy groups of them to open doors. It's one of those kind of games. Yeah, because you see this door opens and then we need to kill some more turkeys. And then one of the other doors open up. Oh, these doors are still shut. So this was made by Acclaim, who also made the Turok games. I think this used the Turok 2 engine, which is interesting. There's health. I'll hold on to that because that gives me 10.
Oh yeah. Dude, this is great.
Yeah, that little smiley face down there is actually your health.
Cool, dude.
Go back and pick up those. If you didn't see what that health bar, the health thing is, by the way, it's Cheesy Poofs, which was like a food brand in the show that they kind of frequently mentioned in the first couple of seasons. I think that's like Cartman's favourite food. That and chicken pot pies. Now, kitty, this is my pot pie. Oh, going backwards again. See what I said about this game making you turn around quite easily? Oh, I hear a robot. I was about to say robot chicken, but it's actually a robot turkey.
Frying tonight.
Close enough.
Die, evil turkey, die.
There was actually 3 N64 South Park games, and I think I mentioned this the other day when I streamed. There's Chef's Love Shack, which is kind of a Mario Party clone, but it's not very good. And then South Park Rally, which is kind of like a Mario Kart clone. It's also not very good. Not sure which way I'm supposed to go, is it? I'm guessing it's this way because there's an arrow signpost. Yep, it's this way. Right, so the arrow signposts actually remind me of Super Mario World. Just like a big red arrow on top of a pole. Right, we're into the cavern now.
Pigeon.
kill those big robot chickens quite easily with this. Secondary fire is you fire even faster. Wow, that kills it really quickly. That was like, what, 3 shots? I'm just gonna save them for those guys. Uh-oh. We might be about to be in for a bad time. Maybe the game doesn't want to load at this point, or do anything. Right, so again, we'll try to go through this as quickly as we can. Quickly as humanly possible. Right, so before I get to that part, I'm going to do another save state. And then we're going to sort of figure out why that's crashing at that one part. But I get a feeling this is going to be another Klonoa 2 where it just will not work through every step of the way. It's going to be that kind of game, isn't it? Oh, dead end. It's this way. I'll make small save states along the way, and then we can figure it out when we get there. Also, dodgeballs can ricochet off walls, which is useful. They spell snowball without a W, if you can see that up the top corner there.
Cool. Cool, dude.
Right, save state. We can do this, we can get through this pretty fast.
Brian tonight. Die, evil turkey, die.
What? I didn't fucking press anything? Alright, I don't know why the emulator's randomly resetting like that. I fucking don't understand. Hold on a minute. It keeps randomly resetting after like 5 minutes. I don't know why it's doing that. Fucking hell. Right, so when I played on the other emulator, I crashed around here where this pit was when I walked by it. I think it was when I walked up this small path here. Right, now it seems fine. Right, so I don't think we're going to have a Klonoa 2 situation. I think we fixed all the issues we were having.
Cool, dude.
Damn it, I want that. See what's up here first since we're on this side. But even the arrow climbing thing is like Turok. How do you jump in this? Okay, that's not the best button, it's R. Press R to jump. Not like I'll be needing it. Also, I think you can walk off the edges, so I don't want to do that by accident. Wait, how did I get in there? I don't think the game's going to allow me to tiptoe around it. I think I need to get in there a different way. Oh wait a minute, that's not a pit. I thought it was a bottomless pit because this game does have some. Well, I'll attempt to jump around this then. Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think that was going to work.
Dude, this is great.
Yeah, I can't get around that. Oh well, moving on. What's that? Oh, it's platforms. I think you can actually die here. Yeah, you can probably die on that if you fall into the water.
Brian tonight.
Up there's the end of the level. I think that's everything. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything around here. Nope, okay then. What's that? Oh, it's just a rock. Never mind. Right, well no more crashes, that's a good sign. It only took me like 40 minutes to figure that out, but at least we got it working. At least we got it fucking working. New multiplayer character available, Bar Brady. Elvis lives. That's the code for that. Let us save real quick. Yes. Right, episode 1, stage 3, Operation Turkey Butt. Search and destroy. Go at the turkey lair, eliminate the leader, and kick turkey butt. I think each episode has 3 or 4 stages. I think it just might be 3. There's free ammo. What's this? Oh, it's a new weapon. Wait, are we playing as Cartman? Oh wait, does everybody get their own weapons? Is that what the deal is?
Let me at him.
Right, okay. Cartman uses this weapon, so that's how you change characters.
Let me at him. You will respect my authority.
I like that line. Right, okay then, we'll save that.
Hey, you want a piece of me? Let me at him.
Wait, didn't we pass by Chef's house? Why is there another Chef's house? Time for exposition.
Chef, those turkeys suck big portions of ass. Dan, if you were a superior marksman like me, maybe you wouldn't have a problem. Shut up, fat ass.
Children, you need to focus on the problem at hand. I just found out those turkeys are nesting in a cave complex formed by the volcano when it erupted. If you children don't take care of those turkeys, that could be the end of us all. Are you up for it?
Oh, hi there. You haven't missed much, I've just been having technical issues getting this game to work over the past hour. But I think I've got it to work now, for the most part. In fact, it's probably been more than an hour since I've had those technical issues crawl up. But everything should be good now. It's a shame I can't get the PC version of this game to run, because that would have been better.
Hey, you want a piece of me? Let me at him. Dude, this is great.
So same thing as usual, get from A to B and destroy all the big turkeys that you pass by.
Die, evil turkey, die.
I think the cavern has its own music in this stage. Yeah, it does.
Stupid turkey.
That's the one thing I do remember.
Dude, stop! I'll kick your ass! Oh
Yeah, I think the soundtrack in this is not too bad as far as N64 games go. It's definitely got that South Park feel to it.
yeah! Cool!
Don't really need that health pickup right now. I'd just be wasting 9 health.
Oh yeah! Cool! Step you too! Oh yeah! Cool! You will respect my authority! Hey, it's my turn to kick their ass!
Oh, you can pick up the ammo. That's cool. I don't know if the ammo's pick upable if you hit enemies with it though.
This is great! Kick you in the neck, me at him!
I'm starting to get into the groove of things now that that's working. I'm starting to feel a bit better with this.
Get off! Oh yeah! Bitchin'!
Oh fuck, I didn't have the secondary on. Is this a real game that released on the game pack? Yep, this actually came out. I used to rent this. This was a rental for me back in the day. Used to pick this up from a global video, which is the UK equivalent of Blockbuster. Did the UK even have Blockbuster? I think we actually did. But I didn't have a local Blockbuster, so I went to global video.
Bitchin'! Frying tonight! Die, evil
You need to
turkey,
destroy these guys, you can't let them get away. Come back.
Bitchin'!
Yeah, got him. Can't let those guys run away, otherwise bad things are going to happen.
Dude, this is great! Oh yeah! Cool! Cool, dude! You will respect my authority!
I'm gonna try hitting one enemy with this and see if he can pick up the thing after it hits him. We're back outside again.
Nanny!
Oh fuck. Where did he come from?
Ow, you hit me!
I want to pick up my shit.
Don't come near me with dude, this is great!
Okay, so you can pick your stuff back up again.
Cool, dude!
Did those enemies spawn behind me? That's kinda bullshit. Also, I know the radar is looking a bit off, it's a graphical issue, just ignore it. Wait. That leads nowhere. The fuck? So if I was supposed to go in that door, it looked like you could go in there. I guess not.
Oh yeah! Dude, this is great! Frying tonight!
Give me some health.
Cheesy!
Some cheesy puffs, please.
Cheesy! Oh yeah!
See, I think episode's one enemy variety is just chickens, turkeys. Don't know why I keep saying chickens. But yeah, just mutant turkeys.
Step you too! evil turkey die!
For now, I'm just gonna stick with the snowballs because they'll die in one hit.
I'll kick you in the nuts!
Oh, new weapon. Sponge darts. Yes, it's kind of like Nerf. Except it's rapid fire.
Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses.
Again, gonna save that. I think each kid can hold 2 weapons, I think that's how it works. So Stan gets the first 2 weapons and then Cartman gets the next 2. And I guess Kyle or Kenny gets the other 2 and then the last kid gets the last 2. So that's kind of how they incorporate you being able to use 4 characters. Even though it's a very superficial way to sort of add them into the game, but it's a way, I guess. I just realised those white things I was walking by were cracked eggs. I thought that was just weird things, but no, it's eggs. So I think we must be close to the source of where these mutant turkeys are all coming from.
Die, evil turkey, die! Stuff you too! Die, evil turkey, die!
Well, if I had to guess, I guess this game was rated 18 for obvious reasons. But it is weird to see a Nintendo game where you play as 4 kids that constantly swear. But yeah, South Park was huge when it first came out, so it doesn't really surprise me that this happens.
Die, evil turkey, die!
Never play the PlayStation version of this game because it's basically a butchered port.
Stupid turkey!
Well, they had much more limitations to work with and it didn't really work out in the end. Double fire rate, oh. Wow, that's fast. I think that only lasts for a short while though. Okay, yeah, that didn't last long at all. I don't know if it's by time limit or if it's by usage before it runs out, but I think it's by time.
Bitchin'. Die, evil turkey, die! Oh yeah!
Speed up. Get it, speed up!
Stuff you too!
I think I'm near the goal now. This cavern level's gone on for a while.
Stupid turkey! You will respect my authority! Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses! Stuff you too! Cool!
Oh, right, there's more behind me.
Turkey!
I was wondering why the door wasn't opening there, that's why you need to kill these guys first.
Stuff you too!
Like I said, it's one of those games where Doors don't open until we kill everybody.
Cheesy.
There.
Cool. Step you too.
There's more arrows. I mean, toilet plungers. So yeah, like I said, I think this game runs on the Turok 2 engine, which kind of makes sense. Because of stuff like the arrows.
Stupid turkey.
Plus I think it's one of the N64 games that uses the expansion pack. But you can play it without the expansion pack, but with it in, it makes the graphics a little bit smoother. And I think the texture's a little bit crisper.
You will respect my authority. Kick you in the neck. Let me at him. Kick you in the neck.
Like, I can only hold up to 15 of those? That sucks.
Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses. Kick you in the neck. Kick it.
Wrong one.
Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses. Pigeon. You will respect my authority. Let me at him. This is great.
Oh fuck, there's another big turkey.
Baby wussy.
There's actually 2 more. Yeah, we need to destroy these guys.
You want a piece of me? Let me at him. Cool, dude. Kick you in the neck. Kick it. Let me at him. Brian tonight. This is great. You want a piece of me, Adam? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One more to go.
Cool.
Sorry, there's two more to go. I couldn't see the other one due to draw distance.
Pigeon.
Oh fuck. Can't let them get away.
Cool. You want a piece of me? Hey, it's my turn to kick their ass. Stupid turkey. Step you too. You want a piece of me? It's my turn to kick their asses. Cheesy.
But it seems we're not running into any more issues. Thankfully. Knock on woods. But yeah, we should be good. The only thing I kinda wish I could fix is the tweakiness of the controls. Like for turning, because it seems to turn on a dime real fast. I don't know if I can fix that, but again, it's not the worst thing. I can live with it. You play as Kenny? Yes, I think you need a certain weapon before you can play as him. Who you play as depends on the weapon you're holding. Like I said, Stan can hold the snowball and the dodgeball,
You will respect my
and Cartman can hold the toilet plunger and the sponge dart
Let
gun.
me at him.
That's all I've got so far.
This is great.
Oh, I can hear another tank turkey. There it is.
Kick you in the neck. Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses. Dude, cut it out. Knock it off, asshole. You want a piece of me? Damn turkey. Let me at him. Stupid turkey. Pigeon. Yeah.
Yeah, that health that he dropped disappeared really fucking quick. Another one? Yeah, this stage has a shit ton of tank turkeys.
You too. Frying tonight. Back off. Oh yeah.
So I think I'll change games, not after this stage, if there's another stage after it, but at the end of the episode. It might be the end of the stage, I don't remember. But I think there's one more stage after this before... Oh yeah, you can't walk off that edge because it's got like an invisible barrier, thank god. There are some edges you can walk off of. I don't think at the very ends of the stage you can. It's Turkeyville, population tons. Yep. You ever seen South Park? And if so, have you seen the season 1 episode with the mutant turkeys? Because that's what this is based off of. Each episode is loosely based off of an episode from the show.
Cool.
You know, with how popular first-person shooters are now, these first-person shooters are nowadays, I'm kind of surprised that there isn't a South Park FPS these days. Like, this game came out before, like, the whole FPS boom with Halo, so... This was a very unusual game at the time. Oh, cutscene. I think there's a boss fight coming up. Yeah, I think that's the boss there. An even bigger robot turkey. Not sure what you aim for, I think it's the back. Yeah.
You will respect my authority. I'm not cooking you guys for breakfast. Hey, it's my turn to kick their ass. Baby wussy, mother. Hey, it's my turn to kick their ass. Cool, dude. Man, look at that cup. Frying tonight.
What episode is the turkey one? I think it's a Thanksgiving episode. I think the episode might be called Starvin' Marvin. I might be wrong on that, but look up Starvin' Marvin episode. It'll be a season 1 episode. Oh,
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
there goes Kenny.
Good. I think we finally got them all. We gotta get home. It's almost time for Terrence and Philip to be on. Oh yeah, this tunnel looks like a shortcut. Baby wussy.
I like that he just said the extra thing at the end there. Right, we have managed to destroy all the tanks, that's good. New character unlocked, Big Gay Al. The code is Outrage. Yeah, this was back in season 1 when killing Kenny was like an episode. It was like an occurrence, but every episode. Of course, every episode in this game has to do that. A save. That was the boss, but I do recall there's one more stage before the end of this episode. Operation Turkey Butt, the homecoming. Get back to South Park in times for Thanksgiving dinner, but be careful. Right, okay, let's do this. Oh fuck, he's not dead yet.
Get over here so I can kick your turkey nuts in the face.
kick your turkey nuts in the face.
Frying tonight. Step you too.
So we need to stop him from getting to South Park, pretty much.
Man, this guy's tough. Man, this guy's tough. Die, evil turkey, die! Time for total annihilation. This is seriously f***ed up. Step you too. Man, frying tonight.
Yeah, the menu sound effects are just farts. That's basically the whole thing with that. Yeah, he's not standing up.
Die, evil turkey, die! Seriously, you want a piece of me? I'm gonna peck you in! I'm not cooking you guys for breakfast! Hey, it's my turn to kick their asses! Cheater!
Oh, shit. Fuck, I only have 3 left.
You will respect my authority!
Well, that's it. I don't have the best weapon anymore.
Damn it, stop hitting me! Let me at him. Next time you hit me with that motherfucking thing, I'm gonna kick your ass. Quit it, dildo. Man, frying tonight. Step you too.
Oh, there we go.
Man, frying tonight.
Not the best place to be fighting them on this slope, where it's kind of hard to aim when you're turning around. There. 2 or 3 more hits should do it.
Step you too. Stupid turkey. Step you too.
Come on, die already.
Man, this guy's tough.
There we go. Now everybody enjoys turkey dinner,
Knows who he was messing with.
including Zombie Kenny.
Hey, you guys, Kirk's eating the turkey butt. I'm not eating turkey butt. You son of a bitch, I'll kick you in the nuts.
Ned. One's Ned again. Is that like the guy with... It's the guy with the microphone, isn't it? Because he smoked too much. So, since I've saved that there, I'm just going to skip this and quit.
I need to find...
I'll do episode 2 next time.